Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Tea Time Witches, Budgeting and Manifesting. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. Today we're going to be stuffing my side hustle income from DoorDash. This week I have $294 to stuff. So that's really great. Pretty excited about that. Okay. So I did a little breakdown for you guys. Okay. First off, I did 39 deliveries last week, and my total time was 11 hours and 58 minutes, which is 12 hours, and that equals out to $25.04 per hour, so I thought that was pretty good. Just wanted to note that on there. So first we're going to stuff expenses, and that's going to total $90, and then the sinking funds is going to be $204 to stuff. My DoorDash pay was $289.96, but I had another $5 from a sinking fund that I found, so I didn't know it was in there, so we're going to be adding that into a different envelope tonight. Okay. So we're going to set this to the side. And also, I wasn't doing this, but I am now. I started it last week. My sinking funds, to try and keep track of them, to find out how much I'm saving, per month. So far, I have, let's see, I'm not sure because I didn't add this one up yet. But we're going to be adding those sinking funds over to here tonight, and if we have time, we will total everything up. So that's that. I'm going to set that to the side, and I am going to put the money out. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm doing good. I just went out dashing and it wasn't too busy, so I said, well, I'm gonna go home and film my video then. There's always something to do, always. I never find myself being bored, put it that way. So there's that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to grab my wallet, so I went over and grabbed it. So the first thing we're going to stuff is going to be gas, and we're going to be putting $60 into gas tonight. I always use my DoorDash income to pay for gas because I work out of my home. I'm an early childhood educator. I have my own business out of my home, and I don't have to drive to and from work. So I could literally go 3 weeks without putting any gas in a full tank of gas. But since I've been doing DoorDash, I'm filling it up, depending on how busy it is, 2 to 3 times a week. So it makes sense to take the income from the one I'm spending the money to make the money. So that's gas. Eating out, I already spent. We got something to eat before I started dashing, so put that to the side. And next, I'm going to be taking my expenses binder, and we'll be stuffing this one first. So first up is fur babies, and this is for their medicine and their special food. In my prior videos, I've said I have 4 animals. I have 3 cats and 1 dog. and they're all seniors, and 2 of the cats are on special food, and one of my cats is on 3 medications, and my dog is on a medication, so it adds up pretty quickly. So I made a sinking fund for that, and I also have a cash envelope as well for their regular food. This week they're going to be getting, it's going to be getting $38. I have to buy their special food in a few days, and it costs $58 for that food. It lasts about 6 weeks between the 2 of them. So, all right, so 38, and we have 20 in here. So I'm just gonna scooch this over here so I can write it as I go along. Oh. There we go. Okay. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, and 58. And now we have enough money to buy their food. And it's a Royal Canin food. It's for gastro problems, gastrointestinal problems. Okay, let's see. The next envelope we're going to be stuffing is medical. Medical is going to be getting $10 this week. And I have, I believe, 5 in here. Oh, maybe not. I think there's more. Oh, I have 10 in here. So now we have 10, 15, 20. Happy surprise. I have $20 in medical. I'll just do that later. It's just, I can't keep moving those books around. Let's see. Next is going to be water. And water is going to be getting $25. This is a quarterly bill. So I made a sinking fund for it, and I save up for it. By the time the bill gets here, which it's been averaging about 175 was the last one. So I have enough money to pay it. So I have 20, 40, 45, and 50 now in water. I'm really happy that I did that, because before I started budgeting, you know, the quarterly bills would come in. They all come in at the same time because they're quarterly. I have 3 of them, and I would have like $500 worth of extra bills for that month, which was crazy. And it was just throwing me off so bad. So I'm really happy that I decided to do that. Liability insurance is going to be getting $10 this week. And I believe it has 5 in here. Yep. So now we have 10 and 15, $15. My goal for this one is $501. I'm not sure I'm going to reach that goal by the end of June, but we shall try and see what happens. I have liability insurance because of my business, just in case anything were to ever happen to anyone while they were here on my property, be it the children or parents, you know, guardians, anybody like that coming and dropping off, picking up. I have a lot of different people that come here. I also have DCF, which is Department of Children and Families. I have monitors. I have unannounced visits from the state. There's all sorts of people that come here. So you can't be too careful. You want to make sure everyone's covered in case anything should happen. Next is going to be car insurance, and that is going to be getting $10 this week. And I believe there's 5 in there. So now we have 15. And this policy needs to be renewed at the end of June, so I'm trying to save up money for this one as well, just like the liability insurance. Next is car maintenance, and that's going to be getting $10. And again, 15. So car maintenance now has 15. Next is taxes. Taxes is going to be getting 53. and 50. 1, 2, and 3. So taxes now has 50, 5, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $66. Next is going to be homeowners insurance, and that is going to be getting a $5 bill this week. Let's see. All right. So now we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and $41. Again, this is another policy that's going to have to be renewed at the end of June. So just going to be trying to stick as much money in the quarterly ones as we possibly can. Or not the quarterly ones, the ones that all the policies that need to be renewed at the end of June. And next I have my new binder that I started using last week. The other one was getting too full, and also this one is more of wants rather than needs. Like the other one is more of expenses. I mean, emergency fund, I don't really consider it a want. I really do consider that a need, but I put it in here because there's just more room over in this one. So this week, emergency fund is going to be getting $20. And we now have 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. That's $53 in the emergency fund. And I do not have any more money in the bank for my emergency fund. I'm just starting this out. So yeah, I'm going to watch it grow. Next is savings, and savings is going to be getting $10. We have 10. We're adding 13. Yeah, it's going to be getting 13, not 10. 13 is my lucky number. Now they say it's an unlucky number, but for me it's always been a lucky number. So now we have 10, 20, 1, 2, 23 in savings. And Tea Time is not getting anything. Light Workers is not getting anything. Girls Fun Day is not getting any. I had created some more funds last week, but I wasn't able to add to them, so I wanted to put something in them this week. So Debt Snowball is going to be getting $2. Now, I kept mentioning over and over that I was going over budget and groceries. It was the silent killer of my budget, and it really has been. So I decided, well, if you're consistently spending more, then maybe you should raise the budget amount for it. So I did raise it $20. You'll be seeing that in my next video. I get paid on Friday. I do get paid bi-weekly from my full-time job. So I'm going to see how that works out. Vacation will be getting $2. So another new fund that I started last week but wasn't able to add to. But as everyone says, something is better than nothing. So that's what I'm doing this week. And clothes is another category. Brand new one. So $2 is going into clothes. And the next one is home maintenance, and I really, really, really need a new door. I need a whole new door frame, door, everything. I have, and let's see, the west side of my house. I kind of live up on a hill. And since I've lived here, I've been in this house for 16 years now. I've gone through 4, count them 4, storm doors. In addition, you know, you have your regular door and then you have the storm door on the outside. I've gone through 4 of those in the last 16 years. And what happens is during the winter, when we have the winds and stuff, even during the summer when we have thunderstorms or any stormy kind of, we've just had some really windy weather actually. The wind, I don't know if it comes up through the valley and it just hits my house just right, and it literally has ripped gutters off my house. It's ripped, well, not ripped, I shouldn't say it ripped the storm doors off, but it whips them open even when they're locked to the point where they're so bent and mangled. It's just insane. So I went all winter without a storm door. And the other door I have is original to the house. This house was built in 1950. And the door is now cracked. The wooden door has a big crack in it. I just can't win. So I'm going to have to pay somebody to come and put a new door in and redo that whole frame, put a storm on, and I'm going to have to try and research and see what heavy duty thing I can get, because 4 storm doors in 16 years, it's just insane. That's how windy it gets here. Okay, and the other new one I have is for a new camera. Now, photography has been a passion and a hobby of mine since I was in high school. I actually took it in high school. I was an honors student and also a vocational student at the same time. There weren't too many of us. So that's when my journey started into photography. Now, back in the day, I'm dating myself, but back in the 80s, there was no digital cameras. There was nothing like that. So there was just the 35 millimeter film cameras, and I had bought myself one when I had a high school job that I had for 3 years. I worked at Burger King, and I saved all my pennies. I saved money, and I bought myself my own camera. It was a Pentax 35 millimeter camera, and I had that forever. And going back about 18, 19 years ago now, when I lived in a different house when I was married, we had a St. Bernard dog, and that dog was tall. She was huge for a girl. She really was. She was 175 pounds, and she literally was walking by the dining room table, and my camera was, you know, it wasn't sitting right on the edge, but it was close enough to it, and her tail was wagging, and it just, the camera right off onto the floor, busted it all up, never worked ever after that. And believe it or not, that long ago, it's been that long since I've had a real camera for myself. It's crazy to think about how many years have gone by. So that is going to be a new sinking fund for me, and I am going to be buying myself a new camera, and I can't wait. Now I just have to decide which one I want. Be it a Nikon or a Canon, I'm not sure yet. But very exciting to think about getting my own camera again. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. I plan on having a video out on Friday or Saturday, and I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Peace.